Okay, I'm at the upper level, the west entrance to Caldwell Ice Cave. See if I can get my camera rig going. There we go. The battery's almost dead on the light, but I'm gonna keep using it until it dies. A little bit of an upper level here, a little bit of ice. A little bit tight here. See if I can climb down without getting myself too dirty. Although I already got my hands pretty dirty in a tighter spot at the same cave. But you get the idea. It's just like raining, you know. Even if you're already soaking wet, you kind of want to get out of the rain anyway. Okay, so now I'm in the upper level of Caldwell Ice Cave. Notice there's a little hole up there, smaller hole down there. It's the way out at back there. It's the way it came in. Notice the small ledges along the wall here. Notice there's a trail on the floor here. This used to be a tourist cave, but they sort of disappeared, this one. It's a little more dangerous than the other caves. They have a cave loop road. They want to keep the beginning cavers, the easy caves, so they don't get themselves stuck or hurt. Notice if you're feeling brave, you could climb up there, crawl back a ways, but I'm pretty sure it's a dead end. I'm not gonna bother. Notice how steep the floor is here. Notice there's a hole in the floor. It's a tube within a tube right there. Notice the main tube goes to the right and there's a pillar, and then you can go around to the left. In fact, the trail technically goes to the left. Not sure why they did that other than show off the pillar, but whatever. But now, I can also turn left. Now it gets a bit tight up here, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave my my backpack here. Crawl through without it, because I'm not gonna go very far. Oops, let me turn my light down, because it's a tight spot anyway. Notice it's a crawl here, very tight, but it's worth it. I totally want to go up here. There we go. Lots of fun. Notice I can almost stand up here, but then I got to get out and crawl again. It's like a brief ergonomic break. Can't remember when it was last time I was here. Last time I was here, I know the whole group came over here. It was awesome. Can't remember why I didn't shoot video though. I don't think I shot video. So go back and look. Okay, now look at this. look at the floor. I'm at a cliff. So let me turn up my light to 50%. So I can kind of stand up. Notice there's a ledge. I could climb over there to the rest of the upper level. And that reconnects across here. This is the main tube. That's the main tube down there. And then up there is more of the upper tube that I was just at earlier. Cool. All right. Yeah, but if I fall here, it's like 40 feet down. So I'm going to not get any closer to the edge. So I'm going to climb back the way I came, pick up my backpack, and finish this upper level. Boy, it sure is dirty in here. It's kind of gross. It's like all this black stuff is rat poop. So definitely want to wash my hands before eating. Since this tube is on a dead end, I can feel good airflow, wind going through here. So at least I don't have to worry about suffocating. I know there's good air in here. Okay, so now I'm back to the main level, or the main tube, and the upper level. So I'm gonna get my backpack on. There's the way I just went. Now I can go through this side tube. Watch out for whatever animal made that nest. Notice how tall it is here, like 15 feet or more tall. Remember, the light rock is dry and the dark rock is wet. So most of the floor in here is nice and wet. Here's another hole in the floor. Too small for people, but animals probably go down there. A little dead end side passage up there. Little bit of nook and cranny up there. A small upper level up there. Too small for people. Here's the way I came, including that pillar. Alright, yeah. It's over 4,000 feet elevation here. So I'm like having trouble breathing. There's no air. I live below 1,000 feet, so I'm used to having lots and lots of oxygen. Now, that's how I'm in a nice big room. The ceiling fell down, so to get through here, I have to climb next to that rock pile. Don't mind if I do. Notice there's some ice here. There's more ice up here near the last entrance, east entrance of the upper level. Long story short, I'm gonna take off my backpack soon so I don't actually break any ice. I think I already broke 2 icicles today. It's really sad. I was trying to be careful, but I was surrounded. All right, so now I want to go through here. I'm gonna have to zigzag a little bit so I don't accidentally bump the ceiling or, an icicle. So I'm pretty much as far as I'm gonna get. So if I go much farther, I'll be surrounded by ice. Well, it's to the end anyway. Notice there's an upper level up here. Notice the ceiling is nice and rough. Those are very fragile. Please don't touch it. I'm sure they'll break off easily. Nice bigger upper level. Goes back dozens of feet, but obviously too small for people. Got some pretty ice here. A little bit of ice right there. Some more ice there. All right, there's the east entrance, but I'm not going to bother to go out because I don't want to bump those ice formations. I got my water bottle and stuff back at the other end anyway. Notice there's a trail here on the right, but if I follow it too closely, I'm heading right for that ice. So I'm going to get off the trail to protect the ice. Oops, darn it, I hit one anyway. Okay, that's like the third icicle I broke today. Having a rotten day, I guess. So many of them. Right, notice how big that one is. And yes, that's what she said. All right, here we go. Oops. My backpack's falling apart. But it's still the best one I got. Alright. Alright. Alright, so there's that dead end, some small upper levels. The main trail goes to the right, obviously, the main tube. There's the main tube to the left, but the trail takes this little side passage and there reconnects. Now I'm back to the main tube. Magic. Okay, there's that side passage over to the lower levels. Bring a rope or go the long way, whatever suits you. I like the pattern here. It's rough on top, smooth on the bottom. Wow, there's loose gravel on the ground here. A little bit of work climbing up here. Nice and dry though. And this wet ground is just wet, not ice. It's not too dangerous. Alrighty then. So here's the west entrance to the upper level Caldwell Ice Cave.